Hey, hey, so it's Kimberly Joy Morgan. How you guys doing? Of Do All Things with Joy, LLC, and we are here for Share the Joy this week. And this is part 2 of our healthy hair kind of talk, right? So we talked a little bit about how hair dye and straighteners have a link with breast cancer in women and cancer cells in general and being carcinogenic. And so I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of the concerns over hair straighteners this week. Hey, Aunt Tama, so good to see you. So I had to go because somebody rang my doorbell and I knew that I needed to answer it. So I appreciate for those of you who are hopping back on and those that heard the first part, you're going to kind of hear it again because I'm just going to do a whole new video so we don't have the doorbell in the middle. All right, so the first thing I want you guys to know is that most of the issue with hair straightening products, so like the Brazilian blowouts when everyone's like, oh, I want it straight and silky and stay forever, is the formaldehyde, all right? Hey, Reginald, so good to see you. Formaldehyde literally is an ingredient that is carcinogenic and it may increase your risk of getting cancer. So, hey, Pastor Steve, so good to see you. So one of those things that when you're getting those blowouts and you're going and having people do that, make sure you understand that even at low levels, it can cause and not cause noticeable symptoms like mood changes or irritants to the nose and the eyes and ears, but it can still affect you on a cellular level. So be really mindful of that. It can cause, like I said, irritants to your throat, your eyes, and your nose. So all a cautionary out here for my hairdresser friends, people who are stylists, be careful, all right? I know it may not be sexy to wear a mask while doing something, but if you're gonna be working with these products all day long and you're not gonna make changes, and because you know your clients, you gotta make a living, and I understand that, please be careful because I want you to live a long, healthy, prosperous, beautiful, enjoyable life, right? All right, so just think about that as you're handling these products day in and day out. It can cause nosebleeds sometimes, cough, sore throat. Basically, if your body is reacting to the way something smells, can imagine what happens when it's applied directly to your scalp, all right? So think about that. Like if I'm breathing in a particle and then I'm putting it into my largest organ or onto my largest organ, which is my skin, and it's seeping in, it can wreak havoc. So just know that. Formaldehyde also impacts the central nervous system. So be aware that it can lead to mood swings and changes, insomnia, and memory impairment and headaches. So something to think about there. So basically, I just want you to understand that even the people say, oh, well, it's formaldehyde free. Those products also have an ingredient that when heated to like 450 degrees actually releases formaldehyde when it's heated. So it's kind of crazy. So what about hair thinning? We can talk about that next week, Aunt Tama, and some things. But one thing I will tell you is if you can get SMS in your body, which I believe I did. If I didn't do something on it, I need to. But that's sulfur. And you can get that from eating like seaweed or taking a sulfur supplement can help with thinning hair. All right, but we'll talk about that on another one. So just want to let you know. So now for our natural alternatives, because I told you I never leave you just sad and depressed. I'm always going to give you something to go on. So the things I want you to think about: chamomile, baking soda, lemon, apple cider vinegar, and sea salt. You can use all of these things to naturally lighten your hair. So think about people like myself who hang out at the beach and get in salt water all the time. This hair starts to get lighter. Okay, so that's one of the things that you want to know. So you can use chamomile, baking soda, lemon, raw apple cider vinegar, or sea salt. I am not a licensed cosmetologist, so I am not going to tell you how much to mix, what to do, how to put it on you, because you're going to say, that girl Kimberly Joy Morgan messed up my hair. I'm just going to tell you these things so you can go research it for yourself, come up with what you want to do, and see what's out there. All right, so take a look at that and see what you need to do. All right, but that's like lightening your hair without hydrogen peroxide. If you want to cover your gray, you can go darker, and one of the natural ways you can go darker is by using henna. And so once again, I'm not going to provide you with the formulation for that, but I do want to say with henna, make sure that you're wearing some gloves, because that is what is used to put those beautiful tattoos, like the women from India when they get married, and just another beautiful way of using a henna tattoo that actually goes away, but it will stain the skin. So know that. And you can also do henna on your eyebrows as well. So some people know about that. If you want to go a shade darker, you can use coffee grinds. See, something natural that you can use. Cup of Joe can help with that. And using natural keratin hair products. So using natural shampoos, conditioners, and hair masks with keratin in them can help smooth your hair and make it easier to straighten. So it repairs the hair instead of it being the chemicals. So that's spelled Ceratin. Okay, so Ceratin. That particular product can help with helping your hair and also giving damaged cells a much smoother and healthier appearance. The other thing, I use the EWG site a lot of times to see what hair products are out there. And you can also scan a lot of your hair products with an app called Think Dirty. And I think I did an old Share the Joy about that a while ago. So check out that on YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube, and all of my Share the Joys get loaded up onto YouTube each week, and you can kind of stay in the know there. So just wanted you guys to realize that also a great natural deep conditioner is great. And there are many different ways in which you can find that by doing Think Dirty, or you can go to the EWG, Environmental Working Group's website, and find out certain products that would be good to use, and they give plenty of recommendations. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you share the joy, which means hit the share button and tell your friends about it, because you may not be dealing with the issue, but someone else could be. And if they're looking for natural ways to dye their hair and to straighten their hair, this is something that could help them. And especially for my hairdresser friends out there, please research natural ways to do things, because that is constantly used for you on a daily basis. And that was one of the main reasons I told my story last week as to why I went natural, and why I don't even dye my hair anymore. I used to do that as well. So when you know better, you do better. And I hope that I have shared some joy with you and that you can share with other people. So hit the share button, let folks know about it. And I hope to see you back here on Monday of next week. All right. Peace and blessings. Stay positive and do all things with joy. Peace.